So again, thank you so much for being on the show and
Oh,
for,
absolutely.
this is Rich Single Mama TV.
Yep.
My website is richsinglemom.com, and I'm pretty much into personal finance, personal development, and personal parenting. Sorry.
I'm with you. I'm with you.
Brain fart. But yeah, so I'm starting this new show just to give my viewers, my readers, another, thing to look at as far as video because it's really big. And being able to talk to a relationship and flirting expert, pretty good stuff. And so I think they'll really enjoy hearing what you have to say about
Awesome.
that dates, about dating, about relationships, and about flirting.
Yes, absolutely. Well, there's lots to talk about with all of those things.
Yes, yes. So I'm so curious. How did you become a relationship and flirting expert?
It started when I started my company, flipme.com, and it started off, that wasn't my intention. I was focused kind of on the business. It's a way to flirt for women, and it's actually a product. It's flirt cards that we sell.
Uh-huh.
And, it just kind of like fell into it from that point where, I was doing a ton of media and people started saying, well, you're this, flirty character. Like, why don't you do coaching or teach people what you're doing? Because it was working. And it just kind of all like fell together. I used to, I've always been flirty, and I've always been the person that people call at 3 o'clock in the morning if someone broke their heart, or, advice of how to handle a situation or what to wear for a date. So it happened organically, which I love,
Okay.
because I used to be a lawyer, so it's a
Yes, and
little different.
I was reading your bio, and I was like, wow, trial attorney and everything. So I mean, that seems so black and white in
It,
terms of just life, professions and everything. So
Yeah, it couldn't be more different, but it's funny because my offices are actually in my old law firm's offices, so I still,
wow.
like, they didn't let me leave, but,
Okay.
it is different, but at the same time, a lot of what I did, had a lot to do with mediation and people, and, there really was kind of these skills that I learned, from being an attorney, and that I've, transitioned. Obviously it's a little more fluff compared to, dealing with lots of, decisions and court rulings, but, a lot of the foundation is very similar,
Okay.
which is surprising.
So do you think your negotiating skills have a lot to do with just navigating the dating world and relationships in general?
Yeah, what, I think my mediating skills did.
Mediating. Okay. Yes.
Yeah, negotiating, it tends to get a little more aggressive,
Yeah.
which I try to shy away from and teach people to shy away from.
Yeah.
But, just being a good listener,
Mm-hmm.
listening to what people are asking for,
Okay.
listening to what their real needs are, and then
Mm-hmm.
kind of like figuring out how to fit that in with their wants. That's
Okay.
what I did as a lawyer, and you
Right.
figured out like how to meet people's needs,
Okay.
that didn't, ruin your situation. So,
And that's so ironic because, of course, dealing with my audience is single moms, and so they have to deal with the father of their children a lot, and so
yep.
learning good mediation skills is so important. And so you're not
It'll
just
keep you, yeah, mentally a little more stress free.
yes, yes,
Knowing kind of how to handle different personalities, and taking a minute instead of, because a lot of people, especially, in ex relationships,
hmm
there's so much pressure and stress and negativity. And it's hard, there's nothing easy about, raising kids by yourself,
oh
but
no, yeah,
it 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 makes it easier if you guys can kind of work with each other, and that's another form of a relationship, and if you can kind of understand what sets them off and
right,
avoid that,
yeah,
or realize what you really really want, instead of going for the moon, be like, well, listen, I would really love it if you did this, and I'll be okay if you don't do that,
right, right,
because it can get a little hairy.
yeah, yeah. So I'm really glad we were able to bring this out because that's so important in developing not just new relationships but managing old relationships, and which also helps you move into new relationships more and be more flexible to be more successful in it and have a healthier relationship.
Well, that and also, when you're meeting someone new, and I have this happen all the time when they don't want the drama of a past relationship. Like they'll be okay with you having kids or,
Mm-hmm.
or being, having a past period, but like they don't want, no one wants to be hearing, oh, I have all this drama and we hate each other because that reflects, poorly on you in your next relationship. So,
Exactly.
they're thinking, whether they're saying it or not, they're thinking in the back of their heads, oh my gosh, like,
Yeah.
that's what it's going to be like when we break up.
Exactly. I'm going to exit stage left and
Exactly.
just
Let me
resolve
just get
that.
out while it's safe.
Yes, yes.